Hey, I'm KIC, and nothing says I want to do some gardening like 1:30 in the morning. So we're going to go ahead and plant some potato seeds. Yeah, I've been saying for a while now that we have some gardening stuff we need to do, so there you go. We'll at least get a little of it rolling here. Let's see, I think this line right here should have a few fertilized spots. We have quite a few. I don't remember. I don't remember if we need to go back and grab more fertilizer out of the chemistry station over at the trader here. You know what? Just for the time being, oh shoot, I don't even know. 19, that might be too many, but here, whatever. We'll make some corn seeds. It's fine. I grabbed a few more Loki stews out of there, so we're ready to go with 10 of them. We'll just chow down on that. That is good stuff. It's a good wellness bump. I had a zombie come visit, by the way, in case that's not obvious. I grabbed a bunch of things out of that guy, and we're good to go. I totally forgot to look at corners on my own, so I guess we'll have to do that a little later today. These guys are still not ready, so we're going to leave them. And I did spend a few minutes, well, about 2 minutes or so, waiting for the... Oh, I bet our zombie's gone, because... Yeah, they don't last when you exit the game and then, you know, load it up again. That's okay. Our pet zombie's gone. Because, you know, you remember the pet zombie, right? I know I do. Anyhow, as I was saying, I think we should have a little more time for everything over here. I was going to say that I also put some time in... Oh man, that is so blown out. That's kind of hard to see what's going on. That guy is not set yet. You're not set. So one of these... Okay. All of these except for that one are set. That's pretty good news. I was trying to say that I did spend a little bit of time in the forge. So yes, I created 59 rebar frames while just staring at the forge, twiddling my thumbs, doing not a darn thing. Did get 2 skill gains out of that, so blacksmithing, if I bring it up here, should be at 32. Now, we need to get it up quite a bit higher. I want to say 60 is our goal. Something along those lines. Crucible, wow, 50. Yeah, so 60, no. Even higher than that? Is it really? Wait a minute, where is steel? Wow. 80 is our goal. I mean, technically, we have 113 points available. So we could just say the heck with this and be like, I don't play these silly games, game. I'm done. I have just clicked the button and we're done. That is a possibility that we might explore. Did I grab all of the rebar frames? Good. I just had a moment where I started to panic. I'm like, oh crap, I hope I didn't forget to grab them. I didn't. We're good. So we shouldn't have any problem hanging 2 of these guys off. Now, I don't know about the third one. I might try that. I think we have extra... A little concerned about those because they haven't set yet. It'll be okay. You know what we could do? Here, let's do it this way. We'll make sure that this ends up working out okay. I'm going to cheat just a tiny bit. I'm going to put those guys right under there. Now, we're not going to upgrade these, I don't think. But I'm just going to use them as an extra base to support things. Because what I'm going to end up doing is connecting these with some corner pieces here. So I'll just kind of use them as a little bit of a load-bearing sort of thing. And I guess if we really need to, we can extend those out just a touch more too. Because I mean, really, they're not doing much yet, but as soon as I put the corner pieces on, that's when they're going to start load-bearing a little. I'm willing to experiment and see what happens. I think we have enough additional pieces that we can kind of burn this, and it'll be okay. So here, let's just go ahead and put you in place right here. These guys, I think, will end up having to be upgraded again. I'm not 100% sure if they come out as straight up reinforced or not. I don't normally do things this way, but whatever, it's fine. This will be the real test. Yep, you're good. Okay, so we're fine. I didn't really think there'd be a problem, but, you know, sometimes it pays to be cautious. And it could be, too, that because I put those extra frames down in the corner, that might be why this is working. I'm not going to say that's the case for certain because, quite frankly, I don't know. By the way, got that skill point off of a zombie somewhere. I don't even remember. I think it was a zombie running around by the neighbor's house or something, so Whatever, we'll take that. And we will be quite pleased with that. Now, I might need to do the same thing that I just did in the corner. And you know what? I think I probably will. I'm going to guess, because I don't remember. I think we're probably okay in terms of weight on this. But just to be safe, because, you know, been there, done that too many times, and don't want to look like a complete idiot, just 99% of one. I think we'll give it a little load-bearing help on the inside. Now, we are starting to get to the point where it's getting to be a little hinky here to get in and out, because I have not yet dug out from under here. So, minor details. Let's go all the way down. Just because I am a little concerned about the wet stuff still. I think that might be a problem. Let me get rid of these guys, because those are just my maneuvering boxes or something. I don't know, whatever you want to call them. Okay, I think that looks good. So then I'm going to put this right here. We'll nerd pull out from right here. I think the next step, before we even close this off, will be to start working on the underground. So maybe we'll start on that today, huh? What do you think about them apples? I don't know. I am going to be curious to see what happens when I start pulling these blocks out. I think we'll be okay, but I might end up needing to reinforce some corners just a little bit. I'm not 100% sure what I think is going to happen here. I mean, we'll find out. Spin you around. Spin you around. Spin you around. And I think we're good on that part. So, I mean, really, we don't have a whole lot that we need to do from this point forward. That's going to be a corner piece up high. Maybe. I don't know. I'm looking at this. Do we want to... We can put in a little bit more down here. Let's get rid of the wrench. We don't need that down here right now. That's going to end up going like that. I think we can get away with putting these in right now. I mean, it makes it a tight squeeze to work in here, but the sooner this stuff is in place and set, the sooner I'll be happy about it, because then it kind of takes some of the questions about what am I doing and is this working? It just kind of takes them and removes them from the table, so to speak. I think what I might want to do is something like this and actually fill those guys in. Because then we can put our corner pieces. Oh, how is this going to work? I didn't plan this part very well. I don't want to place that down just yet. I mean, I can kind of see what it's going to do. I mean, it's going to be fine, I think. Here, let's pop you down. And then I still don't know what I'm doing about the very top block. So that should be okay. Let's upgrade these guys. I think they'll be fine to upgrade. I mean, we don't have... This is... I don't know. I'm doing all this on the fly in case it's not blindingly obvious, okay? There's not really any planning. It's just kind of like, I have an idea. Let's see what happens. That pretty much comprises my entirety of how I play. I have an idea. Let's see what happens. I don't know. Is there a pyramid piece? Awning pyramid, wet concrete pyramid. I guess that's it right there. We're going to need one of those. Flagstone pyramid. If we had some cobblestone rocks, we could just do it that way and upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. Okay, that's not bad. I'm okay with that. Here, we'll just... More concrete. Why not? I realize that should have been a circle, but I'm going to do it that way just because I'm filling in that gap. And I'm not going to worry about it too much. I'm going to let these guys end up... you know what? Here, we'll set these ones. Because I think these ones will be just fine. But I'm going to leave the other ones open for the time being, because that's going to be our way to get in and out if we need to get in and out of here. And then we really do need to start working on tunneling out of this thing. I don't want to tunnel into it until we are at the point where it has set. So maybe what we do here, let's grab the mini bike and go down the street. I realize this is not that far. I mean, we could have walked to this. It wouldn't be a big deal, but this is... Technically, it is faster. So... Oh my gosh, you guys. You zombies, you've done a number on things over here. I'm not appreciating the work you've done. There's still a lot of room for improvement on this place. I'm not sure what the answer is just yet. I mean, there are a lot of ways we could do this. I just don't know what I want to do. We could do like an overhang, something like this. Just pretend it's flipped around the other side. That would stop them from climbing up right there. Now, granted, at some point, they're just going to get up, so it doesn't really matter that much. I think maybe what I'd like to do is... it's kind of a shame to do it, because there are so many of these guys in place. I was going to say, maybe I'd like to get rid of the inner ring of spikes and replace them with barbed wire. I kind of like the outer ring here, and I kind of like all that stuff. I don't know. We'll worry about that a little more as we get closer to Zombie Horde Day. The question that I have right now is, do we want to connect this to the base over there? Now, if we were to do that, this comes up right in the center, so we could, if we kept digging straight through down here. Now, I mean, I think I'd need to turn a corner a little bit, just because we kind of have the ladder right there. Got to put the ladder in a different spot, I guess. I guess we just put it on this wall. Oh, man, I don't know if I want to do it that way. I kind of want to connect the workshop. I think that might not be a bad idea. But then again, at the same time, I like the speed of moving around on the mini bike. So maybe we do a big underground mini bike tunnel from... Oh, man. The thought of having to do a bunch of underground tunnels that are wide enough for the mini bike kind of makes my... Kind of makes me go, I don't know if I'm really up to the task for this. I mean, don't get me wrong, I can do this. It's not that. I'm just thinking about the time it's going to take to do this, and that doesn't make for a good episode, you know what I mean? Again, I've kind of mentioned this before in some respects, that some of the things I'm doing right now don't really work out well for a recorded video. They work out a little better for doing a stream or something along those lines, because we can do things a little more collaboratively, and I can do something other than whatever, just wander around. And I don't know, it just, whatever, it's fine. Here, let's get a pyramid set up. I'll see if that's the correct one. I'm not certain that is the right block. Here, let's put you down here. I need to take a look at you. Yeah, that's the right block. That'll be fine. So let's go ahead and make some more wet concrete mix, because, yeah, we can still use a little more. Perfect. And then I don't think we had anything else cooking or anything along those lines. We do need to do a little more gardening, so are you guys done yet? 1, 2... I think these might all be done. So here, let's go ahead and pick these guys up. We'll need to plant some more mushrooms again in a little while. That'll be fine. Nope. Grab the mushrooms. Not that. So how many did we get out of that guy? Our little indoor mushroom farm produced 62 mushrooms. Now, it's going to take 2 mushrooms to get a spore, if I remember correctly. So that's going to leave us with, effectively, not 62 mushrooms, but that's okay. Here, let's go ahead and plant the corn. Since we have the potatoes in place, I suppose we should get the corn down, too. Having a hard time seeing where the potatoes end. So right there, that's where they are. Okay, good. So we'll just go ahead and put this guy down. I think at some point... Is that the sand block? Yeah, I never did get rid of that one. I'm going to skip that one. Pretty sure that's a block of sand, which means stuff's really not going to grow properly, so we'll avoid it for now. Let's go put the top of the pyramid on. And as I said before, I know, it's not a really big pyramid, but this is my first pyramid build, so I want to start with something that's a little on the smaller side. Now, this is not quite like the POI where it has bars and stuff in it. This is not meant to be like that, not at all. So just to be clear, that was not the intention. Let's go ahead and upgrade these corner spots that are now ready to go. So we'll do these guys. And we have you to do right there. Those other guys have not set just yet. So I'm going to hop in. We should be able to drop in without breaking anything. And then these guys can all come out. They're fine. And those are not set. So I'm going to leave these corner pieces where things haven't set, which is all of them. This is not the most room inside, but like I said, I think this will end up just being kind of, I don't know, we'll have multiple floors in here or something. And I think technically we could probably get away with moving some of these blocks, or what we could do is we could take some blocks like this, and let's see, if we were to go into advanced rotation, we could put them on the underside like that, just to kind of give an interesting look to the floor. I don't think it'd be a problem to drill that out. I don't really want to do that, though. I hate drilling out reinforced concrete. It's such a pain. It takes forever, especially without an HD auger. So I wanted to look inside to see what this leaves for room. I'm okay with this. I mean, we could definitely have some storage and stuff in here, and it's not going to be a big deal at all. I mean, it'll be perfectly fine. This is not bad. Now again, I'd probably go a little bigger, a little wider or something if I were doing something slightly more proper, but I'm good with this. I'm fine with it for right now. You're not ready yet. Come on, man, you can do it. This is going to be pretty fun to play with, I think. I'm going to enjoy the thought of the zombies just walking from one side and down the other, and then they're like, whatever. There wasn't anything there. It's fine. So here's the question then. Let's go back to the base, because I might just have to start here to make this work. Oh man, this is going to be brutal. I'm not used to having to count out my blocks and all of that. So if we were to do something here, I like the idea of maybe doing a tunnel that goes down this way. So a tunnel goes down here, and then it comes down to the street, and it's just going to follow the street. So it comes over this way, something like this, and we get to the intersection, at which point I don't know how we know we got to the intersection. There probably will be some exploratory drilling and then placing of asphalt and stuff to replace blocks. We go over this way, where there's a field of zombie corpses, and we have something that maybe starts about right in here. That is basically the underground level. I don't know if we do multiple levels, if we do just one, because I'm talking about having somewhere to park the mini bike, so that requires a fair amount of space in here, I think, because you need to be able to maneuver around on it. You need to be able to turn it around. If we can do it that way, then we can continue on and take it straight up to somewhere over here, and then maybe we have a parking garage underneath the base. I don't know if I want to do that. I think I want to start with just one gigantic tunnel first, and then kind of work my way into making a second one, if at all. I mean, there's always the threat of Alpha 17 coming out, but... Oh, hello. You guys just set. Perfect. Let's go get that one then, too. I'm really trying to make sure I'm on top of this. I want this stuff to be ready to go as quickly as possible. Should probably fill in those corner blocks, but... you know what? We can... Well... I don't want to do it just yet. And in fact, what I might do instead... Let's do it this way. I don't want to fill those guys in just yet. Oh, let's see. Where are we with our building stuff? Let's do 4 of these. We're going to put them... Really? You're cold? Okay. We're going to put them in place for right now. Now, the zombies, I think, should ignore these and walk right over them. The reason I'm doing this is because it still lets us get in and out. I think I'm going to need to be able to get in and out a little bit for some planning. We might end up upgrading 3 of them and just leave 1. There's a zombie over there, speaking of the little buggers. Hi, little Zom. How you doing? I kind of want to see if this guy will just wander up here, but I don't want to wait that long. This seems silly. Oh my gosh. So many things to do. So many things to do. Oh, I see more upgrades to perform. Oh no, never mind. Those are the wood ones. My bad. So I think at this point, what I really need to do is just grab the auger, wherever you are, and start auging. I mean, here, we'll get started together a little bit, all right? We'll see how this goes. I think we're going to need... Oh, I don't even know, man. Oh, this is brutal. Let's see. We'll do something, something, something. I would like... Oh, geez. I don't know if this is going to work out right. Maybe we do it like this. We do the tunnel right here. I would still like to be able to... Well, I guess it's not going to matter. I don't know. I'd still like to be able to make this a garage door that opens, that we can bring stuff inside, but we could do that over here on the side. There's no reason we have to do it right there. I just kind of picked the middle because it looked like the middle. But we could do a garage door a little more. We could move it over a block. We can move it over a couple. I do kind of like the idea of moving it over at least one block because I want a little bit more walking space to get in and out over here. If I'm going to have a big tunnel in the ground, I like the idea of 2 blocks wide to get around. So here, let's just go ahead and reload. We'll refuel. And then we'll just start digging a hole in the ground. It's really only this first layer of asphalt that's going to take a while to get through. Everything else will be fine. I might need to get rid of some other things here. I'm not clear about that just yet. Probably started this hole a little too far back, too. That's all right. It'll all work out. I mean, you can't really mess it up. Not entirely, anyway. And besides, I might want to replace some of the stuff with better blocks anyway. Just some wood frames or some metal frames. Sometimes that's nice just to have a little more controlled looking block. Something that just looks a little nicer. See, this is where this stuff's going to go really fast. I mean, doing this stuff, it's not going to take too long to dig under here. I mean, boom, just like that, we're technically already under. And then, I know, I'm doing this pretty carefully. Yeah, the asphalt took a little while to get through, I know. See, there we go, that is slightly ramp-like. I'll have to come in and fill in some spots. I mean, that's going to be a necessity, you know. We'll end up having to do, like, I'll have to put some stuff down. Can I put you on simple mode? Thank you. Something like this, just to make it nice and easy to get around. That's in part why I'm starting so far back. And then I guess I'll probably need to go... I don't even know how much further down I'm going to need to go. At least a couple blocks deep, I would suspect. Something like that. I think that looks alright. The deformation of these blocks. Never quite sure which is which, and sometimes I get confused. Is that block really gone? Is that block not gone? What is the deal here? This is one of those areas in which I would say Minecraft is a little easier to figure stuff out because it's all square blocks. It's not this, oh man, I'm drawing a blank. What are these called? You know what I mean. Whatever. Granted, this does look a little more natural, but it's not as easy to work with. I think that's probably deep enough. And then we'll need to go at least 2 high, I would think. Something along these lines. I have no idea how far out I've gone. This might be about as far out as we need to go. I mean, because at this point we're under the house. Like, that's under the garage right there, I think. Let's see, that one block, that's under the garage. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5. I think that might be enough to get properly into the street, about as far as I want to go. Nope, maybe not. So let's It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16-ish to get about as far as I want to go. Okay. Well, I think you know what I'm going to be doing for a little while. I'm just going to drill a bunch of this out. I'm going to try and do it on my own because, as I keep saying, this is not the sort of thing that makes for a really good video. So I'm basically just going to reload this thing, hold the trigger down, and just start drilling like a fool, and I'll stop when I think I might be about far enough. So I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, thanks for watching. See you later.